guys, it's Jen and I'm here with a book haul for you today. So this is my October book haul. My birthday was in October, so I got quite a few new books, like newer releases that I wouldn't normally get because I can't afford to buy new releases all the time, unfortunately. So I basically love having my birthday in October because I find that there are always amazing books that come out either at the very end of September or at the very beginning of October. So right in time for my birthday. So I picked up 6 new books this month and I'm going to show them to you. So the first book that I got is The Hammer of Thor by Rick Riordan. It's the second book in the Magnus Chase series, and I absolutely love the first one. I love Rick Riordan. I love mythology. I love Norse mythology, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I haven't read it yet because I got so many new books, and I just haven't had time to read because there was like this huge fundraiser going on at my daughter's school that was this weekend, and it's finally over and my life can get back to normal. So, but yeah, hopefully going to be reading this one soon because I loved the first book so much. The next book that I got is Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. No, I did not get this in an owl crate because I am unfortunate and cannot afford to get myself an owl crate because the Canadian dollar sucks. So that sucks for me, but I bought this book anyways because this was my book club read for the month of October, and I read it and I really enjoyed it. So I will let you guys know with my October wrap-up what my thoughts were on this one. This book is essentially about 3 sisters who are destined to be queen, but only one of them is going to be queen, and whoever that is has to kill her other 2 sisters so that she can be queen. They're triplets, so this all starts like on their 16th birthday, I think it was, is when all this starts. That's the year that they have to kill each other, and they have a year to kill each other. So I will say there is like one thing in this book that I totally called out from like the 2nd chapter, so be prepared for that. But other than that, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to continuing on because this book like left off on a crazy note. The next book that I got, I picked up while browsing in chapters, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to make me bawl. And that's I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. So this book is about a mother whose son, I think it's her son, her child anyways, runs into the street and gets hit by a car and passes away. And this is her story after this happens. Like, that's not a spoiler because it literally tells you that in the synopsis. So I know I'm going to cry because it has to do with kids and it has to do with a kid dying. So I am going to cry so bad because I'm always terrified when we are walking like in a parking lot or something that one of my kids is going to dart off, because that's what they do. They're runners and it just terrifies me. So I strap them down when I can. But I'm really looking forward to this because I've also heard really good things about it. I've heard that it is an amazing read, and I don't read enough adult books, so I'm gonna read this one. So the next book that I got is The Midnight Star by Marie Lu. It's the 3rd book in the Young Elite series, which I think is the last book. I really enjoyed the first 2 books, and I can't wait to read this one and find out what's going to happen next. I'm not really going to go into any spoilers or any details because it's the 3rd book, but essentially it takes place in a world where there's like this huge disease that went through, and a lot of people got sick, a lot of people died, and then some people survived it, but they had some disfigurement, some trace of it, and some of those people also got powers. Not all of them got powers, but some of them did, and they're known as the Young Elites. So this is a villain story, not a hero story, so that's pretty good, and I'm really enjoying this series so far, and I can't wait to see how it ends. The next book that I got is, of course, Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I really wanted this book, is a gorgeous book. It's going to look amazing on my shelf, and I absolutely love Six of Crows. Like, I love that book so much. I don't know what took me so long to read it because I only read it this year, and I'm glad I only read it this year because that means my wait for this was not as long as the rest of you. And since this is a duology, I don't have to wait after this, but I'm also a little bit sad because it's a duology, and I love it so much that I want more. I'm afraid I'm going to want more. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Hopefully I'll be reading it sooner rather than later because, yeah, I'm definitely reading this one before the end of the year. I know that much. So, there's only 2.5 months left this year. There's less than 2.5 months left this year. I'm reading it in those 2 and like a third months. So, look out for that. And the last book that I got in this haul is Gemena by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Absolutely loved Illuminae. Absolutely love pretty much everything that J. Kristoff has written. I haven't really read much. I don't think I've read anything else by Amy Kaufman. I might have read one book, but I can't remember what it was. And I think I enjoyed it. I'm not sure. But this book is going to be such an amazing read. I already know it because, God, Illuminae was just so good, and I just flew through it, and this is even bigger than Illuminae, so that makes me very happy. I don't know how many pages this is. It's like 700 and something, so I don't want to look. Sometimes when I look at the last page, I spoil myself. It's long. It's very long. It's huge. But, like you guys, if you've read the first book, you know there's pictures in it, so it kind of makes it not quite as long. It's just big. But I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I was super happy because I went into my local chapters on my birthday because, yeah, and my birthday's on the 8th, so this didn't come out until, I think, it wasn't supposed to come out for like another week and a half because there was like 2 Tuesdays until it came out, but it was in there, and I don't know why it was in there, but I saw it, and I literally like stopped walking, and I just was like, oh my God. And my husband's like, what is your problem? And I was like, this book isn't out yet, but it's here, and I'm getting it because Chapters was also having a sale, and they had like 20% off all young adult books, or all children's books, which included young adult books, so I was on top of that just in time for my birthday. So I grabbed it, and I am very much anticipating reading this one. I don't know when I'm going to read it, but it's going to be soon. So these are all the books that I got in the month of October. They're all books that I'm highly anticipating reading, so I can't wait to read them, and I'll probably be reading them all quite soon if I can. Let me know down below what you got in the month of October, whether or not you got any of these, and if you've read any of them yet, if you enjoyed them, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! So the next book is, oh my God, the dog's attacking me with her nose. She's nudging me. She does that. She nudges my arm and makes it so I can't do things. Get down. I don't need a lap dog. You're not a lap dog. You're a golden retriever. Sit. You're like 60 pounds. Sit.